on WMCT News, golf courses across the state opened back up, but with some strict guidelines, and what Governor Baker's mandatory mask order means for you. Welcome back to WMCT News. I'm Megan Parsons. Governor Baker started relaxing some of the state's coronavirus restrictions, starting with golf courses. The Marlboro Regional Chamber of Commerce informed WMCT the Marlboro Country Club opened back up today. The governor allowed courses to open, but they must follow strict guidelines. That means no golf carts or caddies, all shops, restaurants, and locker rooms must remain closed, and groups are restricted to no more than 4 players. But because the virus is still so easily spread, Governor Baker signed an executive order requiring all residents in the state wear a mask or face covering when inside public spaces if social distancing cannot be maintained. That order started this week. Here's what it means for you.
If everybody's wearing a mask, it will dramatically reduce the opportunity and the possibility of spread.
Last week, Governor Baker signed an executive order making masks or face coverings mandatory in indoor public spaces.
People are going to need a mask or a face covering if they're going to be close to people. You can't always stay 6 feet away, and even if you can stay 6 feet away, especially if you're inside, you probably ought to have a face covering on. Starting May 6th, face coverings must be worn in places like grocery or retail stores and on public transportation when a distance of 6 feet cannot be kept from others. This applies to customers and workers at any business open to the public. Governor Baker believes requiring masks will reduce the spread of coronavirus. There's 2 reasons for that. One is obviously to protect you from others, but just as important is to protect others from you.
The order excludes children under the age of 2 or anyone unable to wear one because of a medical condition. Marlboro resident Devin McHugh says wearing a mask is a small price to pay for staying safe.
Just trying to stay safe, pretty much doing what everyone tells me to. The only bad thing is it's hard to breathe, but other than that, staying safe isn't too bad.
The governor advises against the general public wearing medical-grade masks. Disposable masks, bandanas, or scarves are all acceptable under the new order. Governor Baker did not announce how long this order will last. In Marlboro, Megan Parsons, WMCT News. On the brighter side, while many nursing homes and other senior facilities across the state appear to be hotspots for COVID-19, New Horizons here in Marlboro is just the opposite. After the National Guard performed more than 300 tests on all residents and staff at the assisted living facility, not a single one came back positive for the virus. Coming up after the break, where you can go for guidance and resources during this uncertain time, and some tips to celebrate Mother's Day social distance style. Stay tuned.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo!
Oh, hey, Julia! Are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
It's harder whenever there's a bigger group. Pretty much a good day for me would be people leaving their hands off of me. I'm always called names. Everywhere that I go, there's always someone calling me names, calling me gay. I've been choked, thrown up against a wall, punched. Nobody's ever tried to help me.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I am an 8-year-old girl who's not excited for the last day of school. Because this may be the last time I'll have lunch.
Till September.
I am a single father of 2 who works 3 part-time jobs. And that's still not enough to put food on the table. I am a 16-year-old boy who just got my first job to help feed my little sisters. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger. People you pass by every day but never knew they were hungry.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Welcome back. It's a difficult time for everyone, whether you're a small business owner or just looking for guidance. The MEDC launched a new tab on their website full of resources available to the community. WMCT spoke with Meredith Harris at the MEDC, who wants residents to know they are here to help.
Really trying to make sure that folks know that we're available to help. So, really trying to be a resource for the community, answer questions. And if we don't have the answer, get on a quest to find the answer, because oftentimes people don't know who to turn to as well. So we actually just launched a new tab on the website. So if you go to marlboroughedc.com, right there on the homepage it will kind of flash in red where it says COVID-19 resources. You can click right on there, and it'll bring you to another page on the website, all clickable links to the different things that are available. And we kind of tried to touch on, not just business resources, but, community resources as well. Things for, families and all kinds of different things like that.
Now's the time many seniors would be wrapping up seasons or making graduation plans. WMCT Sports Director Matt Pasaccio caught up with Assabet Valley senior Tyler Dossis to see how he's been passing the time away from the baseball fields and the difficulty switching to online learning.
Assabet Valley senior and ace starting pitcher Tyler Dossis is among the countless number of senior athletes that have been affected during the COVID pandemic. He spoke to WMCT Sports about how his family is currently holding up and how he's passing the time with his older brother Jordan.
Me and my family have been good. My 2 parents are still working right now, and my brother's not working, my sister's not working, so they're home all day with me, and I've just been going on runs. Me and my brother, since we both went to Assabet, we have just been doing stuff around the yard.
Yeah, I guess it helps to have somebody to at least be able to play some catch with or play one-on-one against.
Yeah, for sure. We have a basketball hoop in our yard, and we have a net that we can hit off the tee in. He feeds me off the tee, and we 1v1 all the time.
Like many other students, Tyler has had to adapt to a new learning environment. He told us about that and how it's been difficult in his particular shop over at AV.
The online learning is not the best, but I guess you have to get it done to require for graduation, but we've been doing Zoom classes every once in a while and checking in to see if anyone needs help. And if anyone needs anything, ask that they bring you a computer if it's easier doing work that way.
Now, what shop are you in?
Electrical wiring.
So that seems like something that you can learn from a textbook, but would largely be a hands-on type of process. That has to be difficult when you're trying to learn something like that online.
Yeah, 100%. You can't really do anything online. It's just doing code questions and stuff. But me and my brother, we have put up a fan, a light, done outlets around the house since the school's been shut down.
After appearances in the district quarterfinal in his sophomore and junior years, Tyler and his teammates believed they could go all the way in 2020. Now, a season they'll never have a chance to play.
We have a group chat with the team from returning players from last year, and we were pretty much texting it all the time, asking Bug and Silk about it, and he just didn't know. And we were all just praying that we'd have a season, even if it was play each team once and then have a tournament. But we worked hard for that squad. Was going to be easily our best team in my 4 years there. We showed it last year. We played a really good Hudson team. They had some older guys, and that got to us though. But we definitely wish we had a season this year, and can't really do anything about it though.
And when we asked about missing out on events like prom and graduation, he expressed what meant most to him.
To be honest, like, I wasn't really too worried about the prom and the graduation and stuff. That would have been nice to have, but I was really hoping on the baseball season. That's what hurt the most for sure.
To listen to the full interview, head over to @WMCT Sports on Twitter. If you're also finding yourself with more free time than usual, Marlboro's community cupboard could also use your help. I spoke with United Way of Tri-County CEO Paul Mina, who says the pantries need donations and volunteers to continue keeping up with the increased demand for food. As one of the largest food providers in the state, United Way of Tri-County feeds 34 communities in the area. And right now, more individuals and families than ever before need their help.
United Way is a helping hand, not a handout.
United Way owns and operates food pantries in Framingham, Clinton, and one right here in Marlboro.
The numbers are skyrocketing everywhere. We're feeding a lot of people.
For those already struggling to afford food, the coronavirus pandemic caused many additional challenges. The Marlboro Community Cupboard saw a 21% increase in distribution to its clients.
We always try to plan for the worst, okay? We have a lot of very good supply right now.
But because of the nature of the pandemic, the pantries lack enough volunteers.
So we've lost the number of volunteers, and that really hurts. You know, it's one of those things where we're always looking for younger people, if they have time on their hands, to help us.
Donations like pasta and cereal help United Way keep up with the increased demand for food.
The way to really give us the most leeway and for us to get the best bang for the buck is for them to make a contribution. It's on our website at www.uwotc.org. And then we can buy from the food bank for pennies on the dollar. And then we really get exactly what we need.
In his 32 years with the nonprofit, Paul Mina believes what they do is essential every single day, but especially now.
During times like these, we are the best way to give and the best way to care, because we have the ability to get right on the ground and serve the people that need the help the most right away.
In Marlboro, Megan Parsons, WMCT News. Other resources in the community are also finding themselves in similar situations. WMCT's news director Emmeline Reed spoke with Rosalind Baker at Wayside Youth and Family, who says the coronavirus outbreak left their stock almost empty and the center in serious need for donations.
A local family resource center is asking for donations after the coronavirus outbreak left their stock nearly depleted in an effort to help local families. WMCT News spoke with Rosalind Baker of Wayside Youth and Family to learn more.
Roz, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course. So let's talk about all of this hard work that you guys have been doing for the community. Now, this is something that you do year-round, but during this time, it's especially challenging.
Yes, it has been. With many people suddenly out of work, because this happened so quickly, and just weren't prepared for, all of a sudden needing to save money for other things like electricity and rent. And so we've been able to step in and help with those sorts of food. We've been working with a couple of places like Salvation Army. We were able to get a few grants for gift cards. And people have been so generous donating diapers and wipes and formula and things that you can't get. But in the beginning, when this first started, it was so hard. People just couldn't get, because it happened so suddenly, toilet paper, paper towels. So people were donating those sorts of things, and we were able to give them at least a 2-day supply of things like that they needed.
How far do your services reach?
So family resource centers are actually regional, and they're by county. So they're actually, because Middlesex County is probably the largest county in Massachusetts. There are actually 3 family resource centers in Middlesex County. One is in Lowell, one is here in Framingham, and the other is in Everett.
Wonderful. And what are some of the greatest resources that you guys are in need of during this time?
We have been able to help many people with gift cards and food and diapers and whatever we can get in to hand out. So that we still need all of those things, because as we transition to whatever we're going to be transitioning to, because this is obviously going to be a long haul with staggering people back to work and things like that. there's still going to be that need for those things like formula, diapers, always diapers, wipes, paper towels, anything you can think of, any kind of toiletry, gift cards, anything is useful to help our family.
Now, Baker did mention that they are partnering with organizations such as Daniel's Table to help continue to bring food to those in the greatest need. However, every donation, large or small, still makes a difference. For WMCT News, I'm Emmeline Reed.
Others in the community giving back in their own way. WMCT's Emmeline Reed spoke with a local business owner who honors those on the front lines with special bracelets.
It's a way that you can both look good and do good at the same time. One local shop owner has created a unique set of bracelets that help to give back to first responders in our local communities.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Hi, everyone. So happy to be here.
So let's talk about, first of all, what is S Designs and how did it get started?
I began making jewelry for charities, for different charities things. And that kind of spun itself into something a little bit larger. And as that was happening, my daughter was getting bigger. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to, for now, close the store. And I'm going to make my jewelry company, kind of as big as I could, while I'm a, stay-at-home mom taking care of my child.
So you've actually decided to do something wonderful with these bracelets to give back to those that have been affected by the coronavirus outbreak. Can you tell me more about that?
It's called our COVID-19 Strong Bracelet Program. Everything is handmade here in Framingham, Massachusetts. So it's called a Share Your Hero tab on our website. So number one, we want to know, who do you want us to donate to? It's really a spiritual armor bracelet initiative. And for every bracelet purchased, a bracelet is donated to a local hero. When we package it to go to the heroes, we package it differently, because the most important thing that they need to know is that their donation was given, their bracelet was given to them from a grateful member of their community.
And with Mother's Day just around the corner, here's Emmeline Reed with some creative, safe ways to celebrate Mom this weekend.
With Mother's Day coming up this weekend, everyone's thinking about the best way that they can celebrate Mom. While the first instinct might be to go see her, it may be best to send an online gift or a card. But if you really feel like you have to go see Mom in person, no worries, we're going to give you the best social distancing tips to safely see Mom this weekend. Tip number 1. If you're going to visit Mom at an elder care facility or somewhere where guests may not be welcome at this time, it may be best to wave from a window. You can always bring a big sign or send a card that says, "Happy Mother's Day," to brighten up her day. Tip number 2. Grab your siblings and line up the cars to do a parade for Mom to say thank you for all she's done. But of course, if you're out there, don't forget to wear your mask. But if you're looking for the absolute safest way to say thank you to Mom, it's never too late to send a card. Today, not only can you order stamps online, but there are even some companies that will build the entire card online for you. Don't forget this weekend, if you are going out to visit Mom, to remember to bring your mask. As we mentioned earlier in this newscast, there is a $300 fine for anyone that is caught outside without a mask, and this definitely is not a good weekend to disappoint Mom. For WMCT News, I'm Emmeline Reed.
That's it for this week's newscast. Be sure to tune in to stay up to date with all the latest happening in and around Marlborough. For WMCT News, I'm Megan Parsons. Have a great weekend.